Good morning, children. So yesterday, I hope you people have understood the quantitative method of credit control adopted by central bank. Okay, the first was the bank rate. In that, we have studied that how bank rate is used to control the credit. We have studied repo rate. We have studied reversed repo rate. And the second one was open market operation that we have done. And the third one was cash reserve ratio. Under that, we have also studied about statutory liquidity ratio. Is it clear? Okay. So in those quantitative credit control, you may get a question in 2 marks. What do you mean by bank rate? What do you mean by statutory liquidity ratio? Or what do you mean, what is the difference between CRR and SLR? What is the difference between repo rate or reversed repo rate? Alright, so it's not so okay, they will only ask that explain the quantitative method. No, they will take any of the point of this in 2 marks, and every year, almost every alternate year, one or the other question they have definitely asked from these terms which are being explained to you people under the quantitative credit control. All right, now today I'm going to explain you the qualitative credit control policy of central bank, which is also called selective. Now try to understand the difference between quantitative and qualitative. Under quantitative, I told you that under quantitative credit control policy, the central bank control the total volume of credit. The total volume means the total quantity of credit which is being created by central bank. Is it clear? Okay, but under the qualitative credit control policy, the central bank make it sure that commercial banks should not give loan for unnecessary purpose. Commercial banks should give loans for the selective purpose so that it can enhance the investment and development of the country. So here, central bank tries to maintain the quality in giving loans. Like nowadays, banks are giving loan for anything. Even you want to buy, consumers want to buy a small durable items, then also they are easily getting loan from the commercial bank. So under the selective or qualitative credit control policy, central bank keep a control on the commercial bank so that commercial bank should give the loan for the qualitative purpose or should give the loan for selective purpose, not for unnecessary purpose, not for you can say for any other thing. Anyone can go and can borrow the loan for such you can say things. The loan is not given by the commercial bank. Who make it sure? It is make it sure by the central bank of the country. Is it clear? So that is the meaning of qualitative or selective credit control policy. So now write down qualitative or selective credit control policy. First write down the meaning of qualitative credit control policy. So write down the policy which aims at regulating and controlling the policy which aims at regulating and controlling the quality of loans given by the commercial bank and under this commercial bank make it sure that loans are given for selective purpose, not for speculative purpose. Under this, central bank make it sure that commercial bank gives loan for selective purpose, not for speculative. A speculative word we can use. You cannot write unnecessary. Okay, so not for speculative purpose. Speculative means unnecessary purpose. Okay, full stop. Then write some of the qualitative credit control methods, some of the qualitative credit control instruments, not method, instruments are explained below. Okay, now here we have 6 instruments of the qualitative. In quantitative we had 3 instruments, here we have 6. Okay, so let me first explain you, then I'll give you the notes. Like first one is a regulation of consumers credit. Now regulation of consumers credit means what? Consumers credit means what? When consumers take loan, consumers take loan from the bank for the consumption purpose. Yes, consumer get the loan from the bank for consumption purpose, for purchasing, not for everything, but for durable items. Like if anyone wants to buy a car or a bike or a TV or a refrigerator, all right, or air conditioner, all right, a washing machine, then they can to buy these durable items. Bank provide them the facility of consumer's credit. They can take the loan. Okay, now what is the procedure of the consumer's credit? Suppose a commodity which a consumer is buying is of 1 lakh rupees price. Okay, then a down payment need to be given by the consumer, means a minimum price of the commodity need to be given by the consumer. And who decided how much down payment a consumer is going to pay? It is decided by the central bank. Okay, so suppose any commodity is there and a person is buying and the price of that commodity is 1 lakh rupees. If suppose 10% down payment fixed by the bank, then 10% means 10,000 rupees need to be given by the consumer of that commodity what the consumer is buying. So 10,000 will be given by the consumer and 90,000 will be given by whom? Will be given by the commercial bank by charging rate of interest. Is it clear? And what the consumer will do? Consumer will return that 90,000 principal amount along with the rate of interest. Still he will not pay the principal amount of 90,000. He will keep on paying the rate of interest every year. And how he will return the principal amount 90,000? Not altogether. That he pay on installment basis. Suppose it will be decided from every month 5,000 rupees will be deducted from your salary. Is it clear? So 5,000 will be deducted every time from his salary. Okay, then one day will come that 90,000 he will able to pay. Is it clear? So under the consumer's credit, what are the conditions? First condition, down payment. Certain percentage of the down payment of the price of the commodity is paid by the consumer. Second, consumer has to return the principal amount on an installment basis periodically. Third, the consumer has to give the rate of interest on the loan which he or she is taking from the bank. These are the three things which are being fulfilled by the consumer to take the consumer's credit. Now, what is the point? What is the first instrument with the central bank to control the credit under selective? Here, central bank put regulations on consumers' credit. Now, how a central bank will able to put regulations on consumers' credit? The central bank will put regulation on consumers' credit in such a way that consumers will able to take less loan. अब जैसे ही वो कम लोन लेंगे तो क्रेडिट क्रिएशन ऑफ कमर्शियल बैंक क्या हो जाएगा? कम हो जाएगा, क्योंकि कमर्शियल बैंक क्रेडिट तभी क्रिएट करती है जब वो ज्यादा से ज्यादा लोन देती है. अब यहाँ पे अंडर रेगुलेशन ऑफ कंज्यूमर्स क्रेडिट का सेंट्रल बैंक क्या कर देगी? बहुत सारे रिस्ट्रिक्शंस लगा देगी. कैसे? अब जैसे वो डाउन पेमेंट को बढ़ा देंगे. मैंने कहा अगर 10% है, अब वो कर देंगे नहीं, अब 30% डाउन पेमेंट कंज्यूमर्स को देना है. तो 30% मतलब 30,000 रुपीज आपको देना है. तो बहुत सारे कंज्यूमर्स उस लोन को नहीं ले पाएंगे क्योंकि उनके पास उतनी डाउन पेमेंट अवेलेबल नहीं होगी. और या तो उन लोग क्या करेंगे? रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट बढ़ा देंगे. और इन लोग क्या करेंगे? इंस्टॉलमेंट की रेट बढ़ा देंगे, पीरियड कम कर देंगे. सो दीज काइंड ऑफ द रिस्ट्रिक्शंस द सेंट्रल बैंक विल इम्पोज ऑन द कंज्यूमर्स क्रेडिट. एंड देन व्हाट विल हैपन? With these restrictions, consumers will take less loan from the bank and bank will able to create less credit. So the first selective method is what? Regulation on consumers credit. Second point is requirement. Regulation on marginal requirement. Now what is the meaning of marginal requirement? Okay. Now you need to understand one thing, that any individual get the loan from the bank, not ऐसे ही कि कोई चलेगा और लोन ले लिया, ऐसा नहीं है. To take a loan from the bank, you have to show mortgage. You have to show security. Is it clear? The security may be your property, the security may be your salary, whatever. And do you know one thing? The value of the loan, the amount of the loan which is being asked by an individual must be less than the value of the security shown by an individual. Suppose I want to take 5 lakh rupees loan from the bank, then I need to show the security of at least 7 to 8 lakh rupees to the bank. So the value of the security which I am showing to the bank is much higher than the loan which I am actually, this is called marginal requirement. अब मैंने तुमसे क्या कहा कि मुझे 5 लाख लोन लेना है, तो मैंने 7 लाख रुपए की सिक्योरिटी बैंक को दिखाई, तो कितने का डिफरेंस रहा? 7 minus 5 is equal to 2 lakh. 2 lakh is the marginal requirement. अब suppose central bank has to control the credit. What the central bank will do? Central bank will increase the bank rate. Central bank बोलेगी कि अभी अब 2 लाख रुपए मार्जिन था, अब 4 लाख रुपए मार्जिन हो गया. मतलब अब अगर आपको 5 लाख रुपए लोन लेना है तो अब आपको 9 लाख की सिक्योरिटी दिखानी पड़ेगी. तो बहुत सारे कंज्यूमर्स और बहुत सारे इंडिविजुअल, चाहे वो कंज्यूमर हो चाहे वो प्रोड्यूसर हो, वो लोन नहीं ले पाएगा. तो कमर्शियल बैंक से लोग कम लोन लेंगे, तो क्या हो जाएगी? क्रेडिट क्रिएशन ऑफ कमर्शियल बैंक ऑटोमेटिकली कंट्रोल हो जाएगी. थर्ड वन, क्रेडिट रैशनिंग. रैशनिंग मतलब सीलिंग लगा देंगे. कौन सीलिंग लगा देगा? सेंट्रल बैंक. किस पे? कमर्शियल बैंक पे, कि कोई भी कमर्शियल बैंक 100 करोड़ से ज्यादा लोन दे ही नहीं पाएगा. तो ऑटोमेटिकली क्रेडिट कंट्रोल हो जाएगी. डायरेक्ट एक्शन. डायरेक्ट एक्शन एक स्ट्रिक्ट एक्शन होता है जो सेंट्रल बैंक लेता है कमर्शियल बैंक पे. उन सभी कमर्शियल बैंक पे नहीं, नॉट ऑल द कमर्शियल बैंक. दोज कमर्शियल बैंक हु आर नॉट फॉलोइंग द इंस्ट्रक्शंस ऑफ द सेंट्रल बैंक टेक अ डायरेक्ट एक्शन अगेंस्ट दोज कमर्शियल बैंक. ओके, दे मे टेक देयर रजिस्ट्रेशन, दे मे नॉट गिव देम लोन, वॉट एवर काइंड ऑफ द रिस्ट्रिक्शन, देन दैट इज कॉल्ड डायरेक्ट एक्शन. देन आफ्टर दैट moral suasion. Moral suasion is one of the method of qualitative credit control. Under this, central bank request, pursue, give suggestion to the commercial bank that you should not do more and more credit creation because we need a monetary control in our country. And the last one is publicity. Central bank will publish through the newspapers, news channels, through the radio, whatever means of communication, they will publish to the commercial bank that commercial bank should not create more credit. So these are the 6 instruments which a central bank uses under qualitative credit control policy. Is it clear? I hope you people have understood. Now write down the first instrument, that is regulation on consumers' credit. Write down regulation on consumers' credit. Let me complete the notes very fast. Then this chapter will complete, and tomorrow I'll start your public finance. Okay. So write down regulation of consumers' credit. Under this you write. This instrument aims at regulating the consumer's installment credit. This instrument aims at regulating the consumer installment credit on hire purchase finance. On hire purchase finance. Okay, for hire purchase finance, underline, hire purchase finance is the kind of the loan which consumer takes from the bank to purchase the durable items. So that is called hire purchase finance. Okay, so what you people have written that this instrument aims at regulating the consumer's installment credit on hire purchase finance. Okay, full stop. Then write. And write out the meaning of hire purchase finance. Right? Hire purchase finance is the method of using bank loan by the consumers to purchase the expensive durable consumer goods. To purchase expensive durable consumer goods. So what is hire purchase finance? Hire purchase finance is the type of bank loan used by the consumer to purchase expensive durable consumer goods like car, bike, etc. Okay, so this much you people have written in the introduction of the regulation of consumer credit. Now, how a central bank controls the credit? Change the paragraph. Under this method, a certain percentage of the price of the durable good is paid by the consumer as the cash down payment. This is the first point. Okay, so write down, under this instrument, comma, a certain percentage of the price of the durable good is paid by the consumer as the cash down payment, and the remaining amount of the price is financed by bank. Is financed, and the remaining amount of the price is financed by the bank loan. Full stop. Not full stop, put a comma, which is paid by the consumer to the bank on installment basis. On installment basis, full stop. On installment basis during a specified period of time, which is paid by the consumer on installment basis during a specified period of time. ये दो conditions होती हैं. Full stop. Now change the paragraph. Central bank may regulate the use of bank credit by the consumer. Central bank may regulate the use of bank credit by consumer by increasing the percentage of cash down payment, by increasing the percentage of cash down payment, comma, by increasing the rate of interest, and by raising the amount of installment, etc. Is it clear? I hope you people have understood this point. Write down the second point, regulation of marginal requirement. That is the second method. So write very fast, regulation of marginal requirement. Under this you write, as we know that commercial bank generally give loan to their customers against some securities. As we know that commercial bank gives loan to their customers against some securities or mortgage. Full stop. And then change the paragraph. The difference between the value of the security and the amount of loan granted, the difference between the value of the security and the amount of loan granted against these securities is known as marginal requirement. Okay? The difference between the value of the security and the amount of loan granted against those securities is known as marginal requirement. I have already told you कि जो security की value होगी और जो loan customer को grant होगा against that security, the difference of both is called marginal requirement. Is it clear? Okay, full stop. Change the paragraph. To control the credit, central bank increases the marginal requirement. To control the credit, central bank increases the marginal requirement. That is, increases the gap between the value of security and the amount of loan granted. Full stop. Okay, now write down the third point, that is credit rationing. Credit rationing. Credit rationing. Under this you write, it aims at limiting the maximum amount of bank loan and advances which a commercial bank gives. It aims at limiting the maximum amount of bank loan and advances which a commercial bank gives in two ways. In two ways. Okay. Then write number A and number B. So write number A. The central bank fix the maximum amount of loans and advances which can be given by commercial bank. And number B, the central bank may fix the maximum ratio of loans and advances of a commercial bank to its total deposit. These are the two ways it put restrictions on the amount of loan taken by commercial bank. Then write direct action. Okay, write down the fourth one, that is direct action. Okay, right. If you're not able to write, just see the video twice and complete it, children. Okay, right. Direct action. So, right, direct action refers to various directives issued by the central bank to commercial bank from time to time to regulate their lending activities. Full stop. Then, the central bank can take direct action against commercial bank. Against commercial bank, full stop. This policy may not be used against all commercial bank, but against those commercial bank who are not following the instructions of the central bank, full stop. Then write down the fifth one. These points no need to explain. These are very easy. You'll be able to do it. Then write moral suasion. Under this you write, moral suasion is the method of persuasion, request, informal suggestion and advice to the commercial bank by the central bank. I'm repeating again. Moral suasion includes persuasion, request, informal suggestion and advice to the commercial bank by the central bank. Full stop. Under this, central bank advises to the commercial bank so that they can help the central bank to control the credit or to implement the monetary policy. Full stop. Then the last point, that is the sixth point, that is called publicity. Write down. Publicity is another method which the central bank uses to control the credit. Then write, it may put forward its views by using facts and figures through the media of publicity. Full stop. Is it clear? So today I have completed your bank chapter also, children. If you find any problem, you can please call me or you can WhatsApp me and clear your doubts. Okay. Now the last chapter of this macro is left, that is public finance. Okay, so tomorrow I'm going to start public finance. Under this you have two chapters. Okay, that I'm going to complete, and then finally I'm going to start with your this micro part. Okay, two chapters remaining. Okay, thank you, children.